Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing well. So here we are, day 2 of NFP week. We've got some news on the horizon here in about 5.5 minutes. Consumer confidence, last red folder of the morning to worry about. And also, we do have ICT live once again.
This way.
So we'll see if he says anything interesting this morning or not. But yeah, I pretty much just waiting on this news release at this point, and I don't really have too clear of a bias myself personally. I kind of feel like we could go either direction. Right now we've got, price currently just basically right in the middle of just a nice consolidation range all of yesterday, really. You got some equal lows right here on NQ. You've got a low resistance liquidity run up here above price as well. Obviously, the daily inefficiency is still above price that we kind of outlined yesterday. But yeah, I just don't really have a crazy. You can see it looks like it was a really tiny sweep here on that low there. But I don't know. I'm fine for waiting for now. I guess if this is really going to be that liquidity sweep down here, it was very, very small, very subtle. I do like the fact, however, that there's some pretty strong SMT currently at the lows with Dow Jones. I like that Dow Jones is pushing lower, even though ES and NQ have pushed higher right now. So I guess that could be one confluence to be added to a long bias. And the fact that currently price has traded up above this entire imbalance from 8:30 pre-market news. So if we had to build some evidence for bullish or bearish, I'd say there's a little bit more evidence for bullish bias right now. But at the same time, one thing that is against us, I would say, is still the dollar index, because we were wanting to see, obviously, dollar. Let's maximize this screen quick. We're wanting to see dollar, obviously. We've been talking about this for a while now, but on the weekly here, see if dollar wants to expand higher out of this weekly imbalance. And we've just been pretty much chopping on all these daily candles, as you guys can see, kind of bar coding in here. Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we're ready to expand higher out of there. Obviously, as far as building evidence for any sort of a bullish bias right now, this would be the main thing that's kind of pointing the other direction completely. So this 4-hour candle is about to close as well. So here's the 4-hour close right now. Just closed. A little doji action. Came out red. Red for dollar, bullish for indices. If we do get a long scenario, a long opportunity, I'm going to look to target previous day high if we do get long out of here. Buy side. PDH. Really, I'm looking for just continued displacement through like this swing high here. Maybe if we can leave a gap, obviously. Kind of use this as our order block, breaker block to go run for this. Right now, just looking like it might want to sweep it. Dow Jones in a little SIBI action going on here. Bearish fair value gap. And a little SMT. Obviously, with NQ being the only one taking out this short-term high for now. 2 minutes left on the candle. Let's see what ICT's got going on over here, huh? Oh, he's marking out a 30-second inverse gap.
This looks way too right.
I think he's pointing out, what, these lows down here? Where's opening range? It's 9:30. Here's opening bell. So this is opening range. First 30 minutes of market open. Opening bell here, puts in the low. And we just took out the high of opening range. I don't know, man. I still don't really love it. I don't love it, man. I'm not gonna short this PD array. There's a little gap here. You can fire away if you want. If you want to take an ICT signal, it sounds like this is what he was calling for. I don't know. I don't love it. I don't love the fact that, like, externally we got a lot of SMT at the low with Dow Jones. I don't love the fact that we inversed this big 15-minute gap as well. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of things supporting price now. New week opening gap. I'm not going to take that short. But There it is if you want it. I mean, it's not a bad opportunity using kind of all internal range liquidity. Opening range sweep. Yeah, it looked like ICT was wanting to target the opening range low, but I'm gonna sit out on that one. Let's see. Oh no, he's changing the chart. Hey, go back, fucker. I'm just gonna have the window open here. I'm gonna be ready to put my limit on if we do get the close up here. But yeah, out of curiosity's sake, was anybody taking the ICT short? But it sounds like that's what he was calling for. Can't say I had enough conviction in that one. Plus, too, like the inverse. Well, I guess he was using a 30-second chart. So let's see. I guess the inverse he was calling for got reclaimed as well, which is something I wouldn't have liked to have seen while being in that trade. Inverse there. Right back into it, closing above multiple times. So that's reclaimed. And now we're inversing it again. Yeah, I definitely saw what he was seeing, but after everything we had just seen, I was like, ah. And this 2-minute chart looks good in my opinion as far as like if we were to form leave a gap here, overlapping this order block here. In my opinion, a better opportunity to go short than earlier. I can't lie, guys. I still don't love it. Might as well just keep waiting here. I mean, this. I mean, if it's gonna go bearish, this should hold, but I just don't love it. Another little thing here that just occurred is SMT now at this low. Put in equal lows here on NQ. Which again, if we're bearish, like this should all get rounded anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. But like equal lows here, but lower low here. No reason to force anything. If I just I don't know. If I miss a move, it won't be the end of the world. There'll be more opportunities. But yeah, I just don't love it. Oh, Michael.
And there, that's the range you can trade up into.
I just want to hear what he'll say, if anything at all, like based on how this plays out. If he, acts as if he didn't kind of allude to it going to the sell side. I gotta say, as more of these 5-minute candles print, though, I'm just like happy to not be in this. Like whether these smaller time frames play out or not, turn you down. Like this, yeah. I mean, nobody wants to be in this shit. Just when you think you're clear, head for your target, markets say, April Fool's, bitch. We got Dow Jones starting to push up higher out of that gap now. A lot could happen next 2 minutes, but we'll see.
It would need to run higher here. If I was long, like if I was bullish from the opening,
yeah,
I would want to see it be using this.
Right.
Well, it's starting to here, but it can quickly just fizzle out. But I would want to see it really rip.
Right.
Take out this high here.
Right.
And until it does that, I would be apprehensive and somewhat anxious about it still potentially coming back down to that sell side.
Right. We're on the same page there, Captain. Man, what a ugly.
So look at the price action right here.
First hour of the market.
Really, what did you miss? Nothing.
Exactly.
It's a lot of.
Miss nothing, Mike.
Give and take, and it's not
This guy might know what he's talking about. Ding, 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 ding.
At ICT, I did 12 handles right here. I'm killing it. Better handle than I am.
Oh, did you hear that? Shots fired. You're a better gambler. Fucking give him that dick, Mike. Tell him how it is. Avoid the chop. Get in on the expansion. Just wait. And you wait. Whoever speaks first loses. He's got to talk to his wife, the fucking tooth fairy. The truth of the matter is, he just doesn't trust you.
So how about all that?
And why would he? Look at you, a bunch of sleazy fucking salesmen.
Drama.
So, what do you say? Wait for it. He's going to say something. He's going to say something.
That's probably random.
Ah! I knew it. Probably classic. Am I right? Probably random. Listen, I'm not trying to hate on the guy, but like, it's not hard to do what he just did. Not execute. Say there was no trade when it goes up against him. Oh, there was no trade, guys. Yeah, there's been nothing. There's been nothing, guys. And then it starts going back towards that draw, and he goes, "See, guys, look how smooth it is." And then it's gonna go there, and then he goes, "Oh, it must be random." I'm fucking so good at this. Enigma. I mean, we literally heard in real time him go back and forth on that. Just saying. But all respect to Mr. Michael. I can't say that I have any FOMO with this current sell-off. Like I had basically zero conviction with that being the move. So
if there's a premium array, okay, and it can't get there, or if it's a gap and it can't even get to the halfway point of it and it starts to drop, what is that telling you?
means they were bearish as fuck.
What does it signify? What signature is it revealing to you? And how's it useful? It means that it couldn't even get there. So if it can't get there, then that means it's underlyingly weak.
Mm-hmm.
So a weak market will do what? It will stagnate or drop. It has to tell me something algorithmically that it is not going to do something. And if you listen to the commentary I was giving you,
Oh, I listened to it.
that gap right in here,
Mm-hmm.
we're likely to see an inability to trade to that buy side because it had no ability to have the bodies close or move outside of that when it was trading up into it here. See how the bodies were respecting it in here? And then come one more time.
Yeah, but like, what about before that when they weren't respecting it? You gonna say anything about that, or?
On a day like this, if I was not in front of you, if I was just doing my own thing privately, that's my trade. That's it. I'm done. If I was not in front of you today,
Bro,
doing privately, that would have been recorded, and I would have showed you the example. What usually isn't there is me explaining, like I explained to you real time, what was there, what was the catalyst, how we were not.
what a fucking load of shit that is. Give me a one in the chat if you remember him saying when price violated that gap that he did point out. He was talking about how it didn't violate with the bodies. It violated it a fuck ton with the bodies before that area that he pointed to, right before it ran lower. He just ignored that. And of course his comments are off, so no one has the ability to ask live. And then on top of that, when it did do that, what was he saying give me a one in the chat if you heard him say, yeah, guys, what trade in there is there right now for this morning? Nothing. There is none. And then all of a sudden it comes back down, and then he starts picking back up where he left off. Yep, guys, this sell side looks real clean here. Yep. And then it goes there, and he goes, must be random. This is when buy side was taken here, right? And then he wanted to see this hold as inverse. Well, look, it gets reclaimed. He said there was no body closes above it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, I guess. I went back and after we were done trading yesterday, I went back and I watched. I finished. He was still live, so I started watching where his stream left off, as well. And it's like the fourth time I've heard him go back and forth on this. 2022 model mentorship says something different. In his live stream on like the 18th or something, he said something different. And then he said something different again yesterday about like using fair value gaps for entries and stop loss placements. 2022 model, 2022 mentorship, just use the fair value gap candle. April 18th of this year, he said, no, you need to include the 3 candles sequence of the fair value gap. And then yesterday he said, no, you actually only need the fair value gap candle. Sometimes you don't even need the wick of the candle. You can just use the body. Like, so what you're telling me is there isn't even a concrete rule for this. You're just kind of like going off of, I don't know. I think you're going off of somebody like me. My psychology is like, I'm definitely somebody that wants to view the market in a mechanical aspect. Like, very matter of fact. Like, if this, then this. If this, then this every single time. I don't like the discretionary, like, well, yeah, well, sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta shave the pubes over here, but sometimes you leave the ones over there, and then I hate that shit. Sometimes you get the gap that gets filled fully, and then sometimes you get the gap that's only filled only a little bit, and then sometimes you get a breakaway gap, and then actually, no, you silly goose, that was actually a measuring gap. I'll measure your gap. Bro, yeah. I mean, I don't know. He did admit this morning. I mean, and he's admitted this in the past, so it's not like anything new. But he said that he's made several million more from selling his mentorships over the years than he has from trading, which is like, it's not a big deal. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there's a lot of people that have become profitable using his concepts, and I think he's added a lot of value to the marketplace, and he deserves to be compensated for that. So I don't have an issue with that at all, truthfully. But it's just like, bro, I'm like, I'm putting my livelihood into trading and using these concepts, and I just, I just don't like when I hear, everybody that listens to this is like taking everything he says so literally. They think he can do no wrong. They like look at him as like he's not a human, right? And And I guess the thing that bugs me is like I hate when like I hear things that are like inconsistent. I'm like, well, one time you said this, now you're saying this, and then like going back on that, and then like you just said something like 5 minutes ago, and now you're like just ignoring the fact that you said this because this happened. You see what I'm saying? Like if I'm wrong, I'm just gonna fucking own it. Like if I say, hey, I thought we were gonna go here and we went here, I'm just okay. I guess I was wrong. Like shit happens. Like, but I don't know. I would have to say he's probably made a good amount of money trading if I had to guess, Magnus. But at the end of the day, like whether he does or doesn't, I really could give a shit. Like sometimes people get so caught up in like this person or that person. Do they make money? It's like I get it. Like especially if that person has something to sell, you know. And, like, they're saying shit like, 30K day today. How I made 10K in 20 minutes. Like, they're using, like, fake profits as a flex. Then I understand, like, wanting to, like, pocket watch those people a little bit more because you're just like, bro, you're fucking lying. Or, maybe you're lying. But I would say, at the end of the day, I don't care if, like, ICT has made money from trading or not. Like, I assume he has. But at the end of the day, I just care that I can use the concepts to make money consistently over time and have an edge and make money. Anything else I could give a fuck about. ICT ain't paying my bills. But anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. And by the way, I'm not fucking hating on ICT. I'm just fucking objectively telling you the way that I'm interpreting what he's been saying. Versus sitting here fangirling like, oh my God, Michael Huddleston, your dick is so nice and juicy. I just want to suck it forever, bro. Like, I fucking hate people like that, bro. Like, this guy's a human being. He's a good dude. He's changed a lot of lives. I give him a lot of respect. But doesn't mean he doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
And I've been very transparent as to why I'm not trading Forex. It's not that you can't make money with it. You can. But I'm not interested in.
Say what you really mean, Michael. Fuck Forex. What a brutal man. This is brutal, man. So many opportunities to just get shafted. But I'm very happy with not taking a single trade this morning, honestly. Like, very, very happy. Like if I slept in, say my alarm didn't go off today, slept in, just woke up, looked at the charts, and be like, oh, okay. Like, not mad at all. Yeah, no trade for me at all this morning, and I don't regret that at all because this price action, I felt not confident in really anything. So, all right, guys, enjoy your Tuesday. We will talk soon, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on tomorrow's session, guys. Talk in a bit. Enjoy your day.